on every level, physically, technically, tactically. South Africa have similar belief in their ability. They've been working with a mental coach, Leanne Redding, just to prepare them psychologically throughout this tournament. It stood them in good stead. The only team to win 5 out of 5. Morocco have won 4 of their 5 and played to a 1-all draw with Morocco in the semi-final. Eventually advanced to the final on penalties. Matlo. Lamini picking out Hilde Machaya. Zamini going around Tagnaoud. Mr. Nagata Iore of Nigeria, the assistant referee on the near side, saying that ball was out of play. Here's Super Senra, got a little touch on that. Machaya getting another touch on it is TotalEnergies being put under pressure here. She's barely been able to move from her position, but on the opposite side, Radani has been able to explore acres of space down the South African right flank. Two very contrasting fullback situations at the moment.
I think it works for the Moroccans, especially on that left flank, where normally Tagnaoud would operate and Radwana just covering behind her. But I think Radwana always chooses her moments very well, knowing when to overlap and knowing when to give cover. And I think on this right side, it has been a bit difficult because the fullback has to keep an eye on Hilda. And I think Hilda is one of those players, Machaya is one of those players that really, once you let her go with the kind of speed that she has and the passing accuracy, she will be able to punish them.
She proved against Nigeria, indeed. Here is Machaya. 20 minutes have come and gone, goal as it remains in this historic final. Only the 3rd time that Nigeria will not be crowned champions, and we are guaranteed a first-time champion. Will it be Morocco? Will it be South Africa? Super Senra on the ground. She's won back possession here after stepping back up. Zamini. Matlo. Huale's come deep to fetch and looks to bring Ramalepe into play. On the far side flank, ball out of play. Idrissa Kone, the Malian assistant referee on the far side. Shabak to get away from Mutlalo. Just a ridiculously gifted individual is Linda Mutlalo. An abundance of talent. So too, Gizlan Shabak, born into the Shabak family. Larbi Shabak, her father having won the 1976 Africa Cup of Nations with Morocco. She is 70 minutes away from potentially winning the Women's Africa Cup of Nations with Morocco. And what a family legacy that would be. Ayan, there's Shabak. Rolling it into the path of Tagnaoud, who's put under a little pressure here by Super Senra, and Tlamini's come away with it. A little too strong and wide of Machaya. These teams have met 3 times before. South Africa's won 2, and the other match that ended 1-all was Morocco's first ever international. It was played in Pretoria on the 5th of July 1998. It's almost as if it's come full circle for Morocco. They've never met in a competitive fixture. South Africa, though, will be hoping that they can maintain their record of being unbeaten against Morocco come the end of this tie. Ultimately, a historic evening. Whoever is crowned champion will be a first-time winner. Tagnaoud with a false touch. It's a South Africa throw. She started playing for Royal Armed Forces at the age of 15, Tagnoud, so talented she was. Back to Shabak. Driven backwards by Mutlalo, who has possession now. Sabini, studying in the United States currently. Barney. And that's comfortable for the keeper. South Africa trying with a long ball forward. Israelis watching on. Banyana's first captain and somebody who has been a stalwart for South African football over the years. Here's Msoudi. Down goes Msoudi. Filojane taking a little of Msoudi. Now, this is where Morocco are most dangerous, from set pieces. Well, they've struggled to score from open play in this tournament. They have not struggled to score from set pieces. And South Africa are well aware. Both these sides have scored 8 goals in the tournament. Morocco wanting to make it 9 here. Shabak just retying her laces. 25 minutes in, goalless it remains. And Morocco over a dangerous set piece. Watch the run of Msoudi, wearing number 18 for Morocco. Watch Rabet and El Shad too. And do not discount Rosella Ayan. Shabak. Floated ball that is dealt with by the height of Siposenwe. And that's out for... Oh. That should be out for the corner, I thought, but it's been called a goal kick. Saw it coming off the head of Jermaine Siposenwe. Referee has called goal kick.
Yep, I think the referee has gotten 2 wrong calls so far, and definitely in favor of the South Africans, but the Moroccans just keep applying that pressure, and kudos to South Africa for being able to deal with those set pieces situations where the Moroccans are quite dangerous.
They'll be wanting to keep it as compact as they can at the back. They don't want to be conceding set pieces to this Morocco side. Here's Mansoud. So brilliant with the ball at her feet, but she's been given no space to manoeuvre. And Saud again, immediately wrapped up. Back to Anan Etelhaj. Squeezes that ball away into the path of Nesrine El Shad. Shabak. Tagnout gets away from Ramalepe. Jani is tidied up nicely. Tagnout will get on the end of this, surely. Delivery in. And Noko Matlo has got enough on that to steer it away from immediate danger. Morocco throw it'll be, deep inside South African territory. There's Rosella Ayan, the Tottenham striker. Sudi, Shabak. Neither one of these sides, you get the sense, is going to be overwhelmed by the other or the occasion, given that they've both been able to prepare so well and defeat Nigeria on their way to this final. But taking a look at this last attack from Morocco.
They are certainly looking for those pockets of spaces just behind the South African defense. And on a number of occasions when they do combine and they have a 2v1 situation, they are able to beat the likes of Ramalepe, who's always isolated. Hence, the likes of Linda Mutlalo Rufilwe Jane as well. They need to drop to try and give that cover, which I think Mbane has been exceptionally great at it, to make sure that the South Africans are given cover.
Rabet. Hassan is back helping out defensively as well, has headed that ball out of play. There's Dagnoud. Redouane looks for a captain. Ball out of play of Wale. Throw in taken quickly. Dagnoud has it. And that'll be a South African throw. Ball out of play off the Morocco captain. South Africa showing a little fluid movement going into the final third of Morocco, but they are abruptly brought to a halt by the Morocco defence. The Atlas Lionesses showing their ability. Garabo Dlamini showing hers as well as she looks to pick out her captain. Jane pushing into a far more attacking position. Africa looking to take the throw. It's a Morocco throw. Morocco currently on a 17-match unbeaten run against African opposition. As this ball stays in play, it's running along the line, and both players stopped, immediately expecting the ball to be out of play. See that too often as we hit the half-hour mark. Goalless it remains between Morocco and South Africa. Patrice Motsepe, the CAF president, watching on with the head of the Royal Moroccan Football Federation, Fawzi Lekja. And Sanam Soudi. Very dangerous, can score goals from virtually nowhere. Mutalo off her feet, looking again around at the referee. She's not going to be getting those calls tonight. This is the earlier set piece.
A well-delivered ball once again from the captain, Chibak. Always just really trying to locate that penalty area, knowing very well that the two centre-backs, very tall in their height, can actually go for those aerial duels. But great work from Jermaine.
Here is Jermaine Supersenwe on the end of this ball. Into that 18-yard area again goes South Africa, but the touch is a false one from Tesane. Soudi, here's Tesane picking up in possession. She's got speed. Tlalo, though, gets possession. Down she goes. And the referee thought about it before eventually awarding the free kick.
You're going to want to see a bit more of Mutalo on the ball, because she has the ability to get out in those tight situations, but incredible ability where vision is concerned to get those good passes into players. We have to make sure that the players are getting into that final third, especially the likes of Jermaine Supersenwe, Hilda Makhaya as well, just to take their chances in front of goal.
No. Huale stands over this one. She packs a powerful shot from range. So does Nukumatlo, who's standing a little further back, but she might be looking to float a ball into some of the taller South African players. Ermishi stands at the ready. The Royal Armed Forces goalkeeper. It's Huale who looks to go directly towards goal. It's a little too high, though, and floats comfortably over the crossbar.
This is the exact reason why Coach Desri opted to come through with Nomvula this evening, to make sure that even in long range areas she has the ability to get a good shot into the goalkeeper, but unfortunately this one, goalkeeper not forced for a save.
Rabet looks for Ayan, and that's just a little too strong for the Tottenham striker. Reading born. Quick and lethal. Well, she scored twice in Morocco's final warm-up game against Ghana. She's sort of failed to spark at this tournament. While she scored from the penalty mark in the 3-1 win over Uganda, she's not really found her scoring boots in the way that many expected. But she is undoubtedly gifted. So Asane is down under an awkward challenge from Tugnaut. Ramalepe. It's been part of the setup now for almost 10 years. Debut against Zimbabwe back in 2014. Not the only player in this team who made a debut against Zimbabwe. Jermaine Supersenwe, famously, made her debut against Zimbabwe 12 days after turning 17 and scored on debut. Suddenly, everyone took note. Here's Shabak charging forward. She's left Supersenwe behind. South Africa have possession back, but it's illegally done. And we're going to see a caution here for Ramalepe, who is not unaccustomed to seeing yellow cards, and every so often discipline does get the better of her.
Ramalepe here just really caught. I think she got there late into that tackle, but also it was just a lunge, very aggressive. And the referee saw a bit of fault, and I think for Ramalepe, she always constantly has to know where the likes of Tugnaut are, because they want to create those spaces just to lure her into committing. And unfortunately, this one she committed, and she ended up with a foul.
Ended up with a foul. Somebody who was part of the team of the tournament in 2018 was Ramalepe, who goes back to Dlamini here. It's Nokumatlo. There's very little between the sides at the moment. South Africa having a couple of shots at goal, but none on target. Possession-wise is effectively 50-50. Maybe that'll change here. Lovely ball in for Mahaya. Looks for goal. Ermici with a fine save to deny Banyana the opening strike. The ball cleared away by Nisreen El-Shad. Now Msudi. Opportunity to make use of transition ball here. It is Ayane. Very little support. Saud is sprinting up towards the danger area. Down goes Ayane. Play on, says the referee. Much to the annoyance and frustration of this crowd. Kwale comes away with possession after a little challenge with Msudi. And that'll be a free kick. First, referee Salima Mukasanga, though, is going to deal with the situation by checking on Rosella Ayan.
A possible hand to the face.
And this is the move by South Africa on the opposite side. Supersenwe with that lovely little through ball for Mahaya.
And this is the great ability that the South Africans have. Once they get into that final third, they are very quick in their speed. It's all just a matter of giving a good pass, just to make sure that they are straight and looking at goals.
Khadija Ermici, somebody who's pulled off a fine save to deny South Africa. South African players have made their way to their own technical area. Rosella Ayan is back on her feet. Morocco fans, as of now, looking a little at the ready, expecting something to come. South Africa steering the ball into a forward position. Just a little tug off the ball here, and Mahaya's seen the free kick awarded to her. So South Africa in a fairly dangerous position here. It's relatively straight down the centre, but the captain Shabak with a cynical foul.
Shabak has been a little frustrated in the game, really, and things are not really going her way. She's not able to connect with midfielders and passes, and that's why she's forced into dropping into defense to try and assist her teammates, and therefore just causing unnecessary fouls. And I think this is an opportunity for the South Africans to capitalize.
Mahaya stands over this. She scored against Nigeria in that 2-1 win. She scored on her debut against Lesotho, you may recall, back in February of 2018. An exciting player, and somebody who hopes one day to play for Chelsea. In Rosella Ayan, she's up against somebody who has played for Chelsea and won titles with Chelsea. We're into the 40th minute. Kwale is not taking this one. It's Mahaya, currently based in Korea. Mahaya might go directly a goal, and tries, but finds her effort off target. South Africa again seeking the opening goal, but striking wide.
Makai here just really trying to bend it with that left foot. You could tell by the technique that she was just going for that top corner, but unfortunately just drags this one quite wide.
Rabet. It's a lovely diagonal ball that picks out Tagnaoud. It's taken a few South Africans out of play, so too is Tagnaoud. A lovely interplay here between the Moroccan players. Ayan it was, kept in play by Redouane and Tagnaoud, but ultimately comes to nothing for the Atlas Lionesses. And Kudros poses in his thinking man position. 40 minutes have come and gone, goalless it stays. This is the Women's Africa Cup of Nations final. Morocco against South Africa. Morocco through Ayane in possession. Somebody who's won the league and indeed the Women's FA Cup with Chelsea. Tagnaoud, little cut back. Ayane has pushed her effort wide. It's a first shot at goal by Morocco.
Great rotation of the ball there by the Moroccans. Tagnaoud at the center of it all, once again just getting in that cutback, but unfortunately it was just behind of Ayana, who really tried to stretch out and get it to go. But another nerve-wracking moment for the South Africans.
Well, defensively, the last couple of passages of play, South Africa have looked a little torn apart. Speed of Redouane, Tagnaoud, and indeed Ayana just dropping back a little.
I think that's one of the reasons why the coach always opts to have her, even though she hasn't been scoring as many goals. Just her ability of creating those spaces through her runs and movements. And I think she has contributed to the team's success up to so far.
Here's Mahaya to put Eremishi under a little pressure, and she's done exactly that. Rabet looking to tidy up, and has done so comfortably. Here's El-Shad, who's giving chase. Looking to keep this ball in play. Eremishi. She's already made a fine save to deny South Africa a chance. And somebody who already has a triple save and 2 double saves at this tournament. She's going to be difficult to beat. And so too, well, South Africa's Andile Dlamini. Both goalkeepers having only conceded twice. Goal kick that'll be. Asane being kept a little quiet this evening by Morocco.
It's been a little bit difficult for Asane this evening, having to really be able to assist the likes of Ramalepe because the pressure indeed and the attack is normally for the Moroccans down on the left.
Ramishi tries to go left. It's Tsana who picks up on it. She's got Ridwani immediately in front of her. She's got Khwale as a little bit of an outlet. She's opted to go all the way back to Ramalepe. This match threatening to go to half-time goalless. Linda Butlalo has other ideas. As Jermaine Supasenwe has stayed on side. No, the flag has gone up.
Supasenwe just caught offside there. I think for the South Africans, it's just a matter of moving the ball a lot quicker. As you see again, this cutback from Tagnaoud. My biggest concern, though, has to be that Ayana isn't marked and that the South African defense is always just caught quite late. But I think with the stroke of half-time, it will give them an opportunity to go and restructure.
Elodie Nakash. Referee says play on here as Khwale looks to chase this ball down. It comes ricocheting off her shins as Mrabet clears. Morocco throw. Israelis watching on. Somebody who's a massive fan of cooking programs, and right now, no doubt, a little tense in this final. She might be hoping to watch a cooking program, get back to the kitchen, try out a recipe or two, which is one of her favourite pastimes. This is a cauldron, and Israelis is up for the challenge, undoubtedly. So to Pedros. Just a little too high for Ayan, but Tagnaoud looks to keep this ball in play and does so brilliantly. Electrifying pace from the star winger inside that 18-yard area. South African defenders hoping to stay on their feet, wanting to stay on their feet. Bane initially with the challenge and Tsane helping out. In the end, it's out for the corner kick. The Atlas Lionesses, are they about to roar? Moments before half-time, we hit the 45-minute mark. A minute of time has been added on, and the final play set to be a set piece. The kind of play that Morocco have dominated from throughout this tournament. Chebak. Delivery is low and flat, and Supasenwe uses her height again to steer this ball away. Time effectively done in this opening half, Amanda, but what's your take quickly on this opening 45?
Very tactical first half, Dwayne. Both teams just really making sure they stick to their game plan. Perfectly executed with minimal of chances for both teams. And we're just hoping for a much more exciting second half.
With that, the end of this opening half. Two sides that have come to play.
Okay, so guys, the second half, the first half, they've ended the first half. So the second half will be beginning in like 10 minutes time. So please, if you are new here, I would like you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That is TK Sports. I've put in the link in the comment section below. So please do that for me. Support your guy by subscribing to the YouTube channel. Yeah, please. If you really like what I'm doing and you want me to keep on doing more, please subscribe to the YouTube channel for me. That's TK Sports. Another comment section. Yeah, I put in the link in the comment section. I've pinned it under the comment section. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel for me if you like what I'm doing. Yeah, please subscribe to the YouTube channel for me if you really like what I'm doing.